Hello. My name is Avery. I am a holistic nutrition health coach, and today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects, which is gut health. I'm basically going to give you some tips and tricks that I use to improve my gut health, and maybe you can also benefit from these as well. I also wanted to mention I do have an ebook on my website that is a gut reset guide, so if you want to purchase that and look at it whenever you want, you can do so. But let's just jump right in. I have some notes here, so I'm going to just go over what I wrote down, and hopefully you can take whatever you need from this video. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to mention is limit your intake of processed foods. So I know you might have already heard this a bunch of times, but it is really important to basically have a focus on whole foods, real ingredients instead of processed foods. So those are going to be like your chips, your crackers, your cakes that you buy. And so you want to kind of limit that, especially if you're trying to improve your gut health, because these foods can contain a lot of unhealthy fats, a lot of sugars, a lot of additional additives and like natural flavoring and things like that. So I mean, personally, it's not like I never have processed foods, but if I am trying to kind of improve my gut health, I will limit these as much as possible. So just keep that in mind and eat whole foods that are in their true form. Okay, the second thing I want to talk about is eating a diverse range of foods. So if you're eating the same thing every day, you might not be feeding all the good bacteria in your body. You might just be feeding a certain bacteria. And so if you're just eating a certain thing every single day, you might be starving out some of the good bacteria in your body. So the best way to avoid this is eating a wide range of food. And this can be as simple as just picking up a new fruit or vegetable each week and cooking with it, experimenting with new recipes. You just really want to be focusing on getting a wide range of food to feed all the beneficial bacteria that are in your body. Okay, the third thing I'm going to be talking about is staying hydrated. So this is so important for your body. It's so important to stay hydrated so that your body can absorb the nutrients that you're eating, and it also helps with your mucosal lining of your intestines. So staying hydrated will obviously help the food move through your body correctly, and you can absorb all the nutrients, and it is just so essential. A lot of us are just walking around dehydrated, so I try to drink like 2 or 3 really large water bottles a day. Let me show you my water bottle. Okay, so this is my water bottle, and I really do try to drink like 2 or 3 a day. 3 or 4 is like perfection. And you can also add salt to your water. That will help with your hydration levels. You can get electrolytes, put it in here, just make sure they're sugar free and they don't have any weird like additives to it. So yeah, stay hydrated, and this will certainly improve not only your gut health but your skin and your energy levels. Don't underestimate the power of hydration. The fourth thing is fermented foods. So this is yogurt, kefir, miso, sauerkraut, kimchi. Basically all of these fermented foods have live probiotics in them. So when you are eating them, it is helping that gut bacteria flourish. And try to eat a small amount at first, especially if you're new to this, because you can kind of overwhelm your body if you're eating a lot of beneficial bacteria, especially if you may have a bacteria overgrowth or a fungal overgrowth. So keep that in mind. You want to do really small amounts at first, and then you can kind of build up if your body is tolerating it well. But there's honestly a ton of research on fermented foods and their benefits. So if you can, try to find them at your local store and you'll see the benefits from it. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is your stress management. I can't not talk about stress when I'm talking about the gut. It's all so connected, and the gut and the brain are always in communication with each other. So really work on your stress management. It can cause inflammation in your body. It can lead to a ton of different digestive issues like IBS, leaky gut, chronic inflammation. It's just, stress is so important, and I know that not all of us can live a stress-free life. I mean, it's pretty much impossible to live a stress-free life, but if you implement little things throughout the day that will help you de-stress and help you come back to a parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest state. So breath work is amazing, meditation, yoga, going in nature, going on walks, whatever it is that will help you de-stress. Maybe it's taking a bath, cooking some dinner, I don't know, whatever it is that will help you de-stress, do it, and do it every single day. You just don't want to be too stressed out all the time because that can really impact your bacteria in your gut. Okay, the next thing I'm going to be talking about is chewing your food to a paste-like consistency. This is so important, and if you suffer from bloating, really try to chew your food and you can see the impact, how it goes throughout your body and how it's digested. This will obviously help you digest the food better, helps you absorb the food better. And when you're chewing your food, that saliva has digestive enzymes in it. So the more you chew, the more that you're activating those digestive enzymes, and it'll go through your body way better and help your digestion tremendously. So try not to eat when you're rushed, and really just pay attention, be mindful when you are chewing, and I promise you, you will see improvements in your digestion. Okay, the next thing is cooking from home. So obviously when you are cooking from home, you have more control on what oils you are using, how much fat you're using, how many carbs, like you kind of have control over that. And so it is really important to avoid eating, especially fast food, because you don't know where they're getting their meat, you don't know where they're getting their vegetables, or anything could be really sprayed with pesticides and herbicides, and you don't want to be consuming those types of food all the time. So cook as much as you can at home and try to eat a very whole foods diet. So foods that are just straight out of the ground, go for those, and get really good sources of meat, really high quality meat that don't have any antibiotics or hormones. And so the next thing I'm going to be talking about is antibiotics, and you do want to limit your intake of antibiotics. Obviously, antibiotics are amazing when you are really sick, or when you have a wound or anything like that. It's really amazing medicine, but you do want to avoid it if you can, because when you are taking antibiotics, it does kill off a lot of the good bacteria as well as the bad bacteria. So if you are taking them, make sure that you're eating the fermented foods or taking a probiotic. For probiotics, I really like the ones from Thrive. I'll link it down below, and I also hear really amazing things about seed probiotics, and any kind of spore-based probiotics can be beneficial too, but always talk to your doctor about what probiotics to take. Okay, I have two more things to talk about. The next one is exercise. Exercise is obviously so beneficial to your overall state of mind. It helps your stress, helps your body, helps your lymphatic drainage, helps you sweat and get out toxins. It is so beneficial, and it really helps your gut microbiome, those bacteria, the fungi, everything in there. It's really working together when you are exercising. So try to do like 30 minutes a day. I think the average is like 150 minutes a week. I try to aim for 20 or 30 minutes of exercise. This can be as simple as just walking, but really any kind of exercise is great. I recently got a mini trampoline, which is really fun. So any kind of exercise to get your body moving, get the lymphatic drainage going, the blood circulating, it's gonna help your gut microbiome. The last thing I'm gonna be talking about is something that you might not wanna hear, but it's having daily bowel movements. So I'm not scared to talk about bowel movements because it's very normal. Everyone does it. So you really want to go at least once, if not twice daily. And if you are not doing this, then you are not eliminating the toxins in your body. They're just kind of staying there, and you don't want that. So if you are constipated and if you're not going to the bathroom every single day, there are things that you can do. One is make sure that you're staying hydrated, and two, really up that fiber intake. So having something like chia seed pudding, or having more vegetables in your diet, anything with fiber, it's gonna be great. And so you wanna be having daily bowel movements if you wanna have good gut health. So that's it. This was a very quick, simple video of some tips that I use for my gut health, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Give it a like if you do. Make sure that you check out my website if you're interested in maybe working together, or if you're interested in any of my ebooks. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.